Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Baba Is You. I've had a couple of insights is too strong. I had a couple of dumb ideas and I decided this would be a good time to start recording. I'm going to work this for a little while, and if I don't come up with a solution in, I don't know, half an hour or something, then you'll never know, because you'll probably never see this footage. I'll just start over. But I was playing around with this for like an hour while watching YouTube videos, which is my usual puzzle game process, and I had some thoughts. First of all, I realized that it is in fact possible to recover the word push. I had written that off yesterday, but while I was playing around with this and grabbing the word is to mess with, I realized that this formulation totally lets you text is weak, destroy this is, and then get the word push out. I don't exactly know what to do with that, though. My one thought is that once we have the word push, we can make belt is push. We can move the belt around. And the only thing I can think of there, this is my big idea, and we'll see if this turns into something. If we put the word belt underneath some text, and then we made the word belt, we made both belt and text shift, then I think they would just push each other along simultaneously. So if we did that down here, facing upward, and we had weak in the crossroads, they would just shove it out of the way? Maybe? And then we retrieve the word text and we push it around and push it over here. So let's see if we can do that. So first things first, this process starts by... we gotta break belt is shift. Well, we need both the word belt and the word shift for our solution, so that's actually not that difficult. Okay, text is weak. Come over here and smash this, and then I'm immediately seeing a problem. We had so many is's once upon a time. Now we just have the one, and what do I do with it? Because we definitely cannot make belt is shift and also text is shift. Well, shoot, this plan went to hell in a real hurry. We can make belt is push and text is shift at the same time if we want. Because we could, like, put them in a cross. But that's the only way to make two phrases at the same time right now, right? And actually, can we even do that? I could do belt is shift, text is push at the same time. But there's no way to get shift into this position. So... we push belt up. Could I even make belt is... oh, yeah. I could totally make belt is push, text is shift by doing... I mean, I'd have to break text is weak first, but you push belt up here, then push over there. How much does that even help? None? Is the answer none? I think it might be none. We're going to play with it, though. And, the game has a robust rewind functionality, so we'll just go and undo it if it turns out to be not that helpful. Hi, Belt. Okay, Belt, get in here, I think? I don't actually know what to do with you yet. Just get out of the way. And we go like... text gets in here. And then this, in theory, sits in the crossroads. And we what? And we what? I do this thing and it... wait, why did that... okay. Right. I was gonna say, wait a second, why did that move the skull once but never again? But it's because I broke text is shift because the belt is push. That's less than optimal. If I made text is shift again, and then no, this is gonna end. It's kind of goofy. This is gonna end us in the same place as before, though, right? Where I can't actually enter the column. That's interesting, though. That gets us pretty close, man. We come down here and retrieve the word push. Yeah, it's close, but I don't think it's actually closer than it was yesterday. What I did here is I constructed a very roundabout way of doing the same damn thing we did yesterday. Also, apologies for the My esophageal issue is acting up a little bit today, and I have this feeling that something's stuck in my throat, even though it objectively is not the case, and so my body wants to clear my throat over and over again, despite the fact that that will not help. It turns out the body and the mind not really working in concert most of the time. There's a lot of adversariality in that relationship. Okay, so I mean, that was interesting. Some interesting stuff happened there. It just wasn't useful. How do we make use of the word push, then? If the point isn't to push the belt under some text, well, how does it help us to push the belt? Because pushing the belt under a skull doesn't do anything. It just allows us to move a skull once, which is... it's a insufficient idea. If we push the belt... because the belt's the only thing that can gain push that's meaningful, right? The text is already push. If we push the belt under some text... Actually, I do have a question. What happens if we... I'm just going to recreate exactly the situation we just had. I probably should have rewound instead of resetting the puzzle. What happens if we push the belt under some text, and then we make belt as text? This is a thing that I don't think have had an opportunity to do before. Oh, sorry, no. Text has to remain weak. I'm not ready to break that yet. We come over here, and we smash U. We very carefully push text out here so that it doesn't explode. So we make... Is it even possible to do this? Yeah, I mean, right now we're just playing around. I kind of don't care where stuff ends up. Oops, that's bad, though. I kind of don't care where stuff ends up is only true to a certain extent. Actually, we have to push this back in here before I... Okay. So how would I even do this? In order to play with this, I'd have to have... Boy, how would I do this? Because the problem here is that the belt has push, so it's gonna break stuff. Well... No, wait, the is... Hold on a second, hold on. Okay, let's push the belt out of the way. Here, we could just do this... Sorry, it's dumb that this is baffling me, but like, how do I do this in a safe way? The belt having push makes it hard to push stuff on top of it. Let's just get everything in here for a second. Yeah, I don't know why I'm having a hard time visualizing this. So we want the belt to be in a position where we're going to push text on top of it after we break belt as push. And we don't actually have a lot of... Hopefully it's a little clear. Like, we don't actually have a lot of freedom with that. Because of the very limited space we have access to. So like if I did this... We push the belt over here, and then we just make belt no longer push. Yeah, this will work. Okay. Belt is text. Okay, we can just put two words on top of each other. Is that useful? So we would never be able to... Okay, if we put two words on top of each other like this, this doesn't function as the... I was going to say this doesn't function as the second or as the third space in a phrase, but if we got like... No, because the word... Alright, let me actually have full thoughts out loud. I'm correcting myself as I'm talking, and that's probably hard to follow. The way we have this now, where it's both belt and text, it doesn't have any function as the third part of a phrase because it necessarily negates itself, right? A thing cannot be both belt and text. So the way we have it set up right now, it only functions as the first part of a phrase. And then I was thinking, well, wait a second, that's only because of the words we chose to put on top of each other. If you could put like shift and push on top of each other, that would be functional as the third part of a phrase, and it would let you give a thing 2 traits with a single is, which seems like actually kind of a big deal. But then you have the problem of the way we did it was by redefining a noun, right? By making a noun as text. So necessarily one of the words will always be a noun. There's no way to get shift and push on top of each other, as useful as that might be. Now, this is useful as a way to give text and belt a trait at the same time. But in order to do it, we necessarily can't have a belt. So it's of somewhat limited value. And text is belt is a bad idea. So yeah, like we can text belt is shift, doesn't do anything because we don't have a belt, so it's identical to text is shift. And obviously text belt is push has a similar problem. Actually, it's much worse because we can't even have a belt, so all that is text is push, which is a thing that's already true. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna be smart about this and unwind it a bunch instead of restarting. Let's go back to before we spent the word shift. Okay, here. What are we... I might be falling for a red herring here. It's entirely possible. I'm thinking in particular of that puzzle where we had the 2 babas, and I was convinced that we need to sacrifice one of them to get the word push out, when in fact the solution was that we needed to just make something else the U. So I might be fixating on this push in a way that's not helpful, but I also don't feel like I have a lot of other options. So if the word push is useful, what is it useful for? It's just useful for moving the belt around. So why do we need to move the belt around? The only things we can do with the belt are push it under other things and then make it shift again. Or, I suppose, push it under a thing and make it text, and then you have 2 texts in the same spot. Pushing it under a thing and making it shift doesn't seem to do anything unless text is also shift, which cannot happen, the way I currently understand the puzzle. So... bloody hell. I'm definitely having like a non-zero amount of performance anxiety, which is silly. And very self-inflicted. Okay, we can... So we can do this without losing the word shift. If we do something like... I can actually move words down. That is totally doable. So we can make belt as push like this. And then, in theory, it is still possible for us to make text is shift by pushing belt as push upward. And then we could push the belt under the text, and the text would force the belt up. But how does that help us? Just playing around. Oops, that's not what I want. So we could do like this. Hold on, but we want to push the word push from below so that the word push is aligned facing upward when we bring the text down here, right? Does this do anything? It sure doesn't move this belt. Oh, also it creates a Sokoban problem. Okay, well hold on. It's doable though. Well, that's not. Hold on. I forgot about the fact that I was about to make belt as text. Wait, how would I do this? Hold on. Let's back the text up. Go like this, and then you bring the text in. You don't want text to be shift too early. Damn it. Right, the way I've set this up, I'm never going to be able to bring the text in without doing that. And that's a necessity of trying to build the thing in such a way that we're pushing things up there. I mean, does it do anything to have belt and push in the same space? So we certainly... Okay, well, I was about to say we certainly never want to put text is in front of this thing, because you don't want to turn the text into a belt, but also, why would you ever text is push in the first place? If we were to put... So belt is belt push, also, not super useful. Belt push is shift, doesn't... What happens if you do text is shift while a thing is double text? Does it move stuff twice? Let's, how would I even... I guess we can just push this over here. Do this. Nope, hey, come... Oh! I was about to shout at that to come back. But that's interesting. Yeah, because it doesn't matter what words they are, as long as it's two words. So if I point... Hold on. If we had that pointed upward when I did the stupid thing I accidentally did there, the stupid brilliant thing I accidentally did there, how do I make that happen with the way the... Okay, so we push you this way, push you down, and then I had to shove you back out of here. Nope, hold on. No. There we go. Okay, so this has to be pushed upward so that it goes up with great speed. And then we do this thing. And does this just work? We shove the word weak out of the way. And then we do... Oh, we're close. I can't actually retrieve the word text. The way things are set up right now. Also, I'm going to accidentally make level is belt on the way to doing this, which is bad. Right? Because, like, I can't get the word text back, so we can't do level is text. And I think this is going to... Even if I were to try to do this, we make the level of belt accidentally, which is not helpful. We have simultaneously made level is push. Oh, the belt doesn't have collision. That's neat. So our levels are naturally stop, I guess? Which is a thing I don't think we knew before. I don't think it's helpful, but it's a thing we didn't know before. Okay. Not useful, but close to useful. So if we had done that exact thing, but without getting the word belt stuck into it, which I think is possible. I don't think that was a necessary part of the solution. I think that was just me being clumsy. Then the level push would have been, or the belt push would have been here, and we would have been able to just walk through. It doesn't retrieve the word text, but I think it's close. It's definitely exciting. So let's... Your definition of exciting may vary from mine. Let's go do some version of this thing again. Get you back. Go up here and break text is weak before I accidentally ruin anything. Okay, I feel like we're making progress. I'm definitely gonna use this footage. There's a non-zero chance that was not gonna go that way. So, given what we currently think is true, we need to do this again, but we need to... Wait, no, hold on. I did this by pushing the word belt, or by pushing the word push down. But we do want to make sure that we don't build belt as push in this row, or in this column, because we need the word belt not to be over there. So we could do like... Sorry, I need to go grab the word push, and we shove belt over. Okay. I'm not going to lie to you, I don't 100% remember exactly how I did all of it. So belt got under push. We did this. Yeah. And then we used the word text to shove both of those. Okay, so we got belt push again. Now we just make text is shift while Belt push is here. So we do this. Belt push needs to be in this spot facing upward. Weak has to happen there. And then we still need to figure out a way of doing this that doesn't put the word text into this row, though. Oh, hold on. Actually, if I do... that doesn't really matter. But if I do text is shift now... we let that happen. Now I can go break Skullface and Kiki's move. And that means that we can... Actually, yes, I do need to do that. Because now we can just walk down here and shove text out of the way. And look at that. Oh my god, we did it. This game, these puzzles are getting very clever. Okay, so now we have level, which is naturally push because it is text. So we go up here and we make level is push, which we do by... we need to retrieve... Wait, what was my plan here? We need to push... There we go. There it is. Found it. Okay. Does this work the way I want it to? Yes, it does. Alright, Skull, you gotta come back and pick me up here, buddy. I need some help. How do I... Actually, problem. How do I get the Skull to pick me up? Wait a minute. Let's put the level back down here, because I know how to do it as long as we have this level. We just got to put the Skull over there, and then... Nope, that's not actually... okay. Skull, come over here. There we go. We should do all this while we are riding the Skull. Okay. This game is so... Pardon my language. This game is so fucking smart that it kind of gives me a headache. Alright. Oh, level... No, okay, level can still be pushed. It's fine. I can get on as long as there's nowhere for the level to go. Depths, extra 1. Tell me that the word level is in this puzzle. It's not. So this is a puzzle, and it's certainly doable, but it's not going to get us anything on the world map. Hold on, we'll come back to it. Let me... So what are we supposed to do then? Because pushing this over doesn't help anything. I thought we were coming over here to make this level into another symbol that would help us with the overall puzzle of getting me to 4. Boy, yeah, this is, So how are we going to do this, then? We can make grasses level, which I don't... There's no grass, so that doesn't do anything. We can make rock as level. What happens if we do rock as level? What does that actually do? Is there a level inside the rock? There is a level inside the rock. Oh my god. Skull, get over here and hold. Okay, well, this is going to be a nightmare. So now I have to make level as push, get the Skull to come over here and pick me up, walk over to that level, and that level must have the word level in it. So the way we do that is by... that's very cunning for them to hide levels inside of the objects. Okay, level is push. You get over here, pick me up, shove this down against the wall. Does this one have the word level in it? No. These are just puzzles. And I mean, I like puzzles. But this doesn't help us in a meta map sense. The hell are we doing? Okay. So how am I supposed to get to level 4? We still don't have a solution to the problem of the Skull facing the Baba is... Okay, hold on. We can... Oh. We can now make Baba is level. That's the solution. Okay. Well, should we just do these extra levels? No, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm a little progress focused right now, but I really want to... Okay, so we want to do this. The hiding levels inside objects is not just a thing you can notice if you are clever. It is a thing you must notice to proceed. Aha! And now that those are not Baba, I can retrieve my key. I thought we needed to turn levels into objects, but actually, we just needed to turn objects into levels. It's so obvious, I don't know why it didn't occur to me. This is the best game that has been released by men. That's just by mankind. Okay, what are we doing here? Flag is win, text is pull. Oh, how I hate a pull. Alright, text is pull. So, we have a couple of Babas. There's a Kiki over there who could grab that skull text and move it somewhere. But we can't make Kiki as you because text is pull. Well, I get the text could just not be pull. Problem solved. Skull is defeat. What do we actually do with the, what do we actually do with the word skull? We make it pull. So the idea is we somehow get skull over here. We make skull as pull. We drag the line of skulls out, and then we come over here and make skull as sink instead of defeat. That allows us to smash this with the Kiki, and then there's not actually a way to win, because we can't get anything else through this corridor without breaking the is you rules. Huh. Making that skull push is not super helpful, or making that skull pull is not super helpful in that sense. But we do need to do this level, right? I'm pretty sure. Doing this level is gonna, the same as finishing 2 opened up 3, doing this is gonna open up 5, which is probably important to the overall. Although, actually, now that we can make this into a level, can't we just... Oh, no, okay. If we use our is to make Baba is level, we no longer have the ability for levels to be push, so then we can't shove this out of the way to get to the flag. So we do need this. I don't know how that's going to help. And we have an is over here, but... yeah, that's not going to be useful. And we have the word grass here, which I assume means this level is going to become grass. And then we're going to figure out a way of doing something with that. Yeah, probably. Okay, let's figure this out, see exactly what it opens up. I think this is the right path toward solving the level that is that map. Okay, so... text is pull. We need text is pull for the Kiki to retrieve the word skull. But then we need the text not to be pull anymore. Because, like, the Kiki has to get the word skull away from the wall. Then the text has to become push, so Kiki can push the word skull onto the lava. Then text has to become pull again, so one of the Babas can grab it and drag it out. Okay, let's do that part first. Oops, stupid text is pull. Okay. Oh no, wait, sorry, we do have to break that. So Kiki... oh, wait, if text is pull... oh, I can swap the sides of these things, huh? Which I would need to. Hold on. So we gotta do this. Then you have to come over here. We have to make text as pull. And then we have to use the upper Kiki to pull the thing this way so that we can do this. Shoot. Text is still push, even when it's pull. Problem. Okay, so I need... there we go. That's no good. Don't do that. Oh, very bad. Hate. Hate text as pull so much. It is my least favorite rule. Okay. Here, let's just do this thing again. Let's make text as pull not the case. Oh no, that's bad. That prevents me from making... Well, I guess I could do this and then walk this Baba up here. Okay. Now... I have to... No, wait, I have to unsync their positions a little bit. There we go. So that I can push this over to here. Then upper Kiki... Here, I don't know that we need to preserve the lower Kiki's life, but, you know, preservation of life is probably a good thing. We'll do this. Okay. Now we make text as pull again. But I have to be real careful about the position of upper Kiki when I do that. So let's get you stuck behind this thing for a second. There we go. I feel a little better about that. Okay. Text is pull. We have to be very careful about how we move around when text is pulled. I don't know why it is that pull is such a problem for me conceptually. Like, I just can't make sense of it. I can't predict what will happen when I do things if they are pull. Okay, skull is pull. Pull this whole big line of skulls out. We do one of these. Easy enough. Just get these a little more out of the way. Okay. Now we can make skull is sync. We can sacrifice this Baba, because I didn't realize... Oh, shoot, skull has to not be pull anymore. Because it has collision now. Okay. Sacrifice this Baba to do the thing, then come up here and make ourselves Kiki. Yeah, the core visualization problem I was having with the puzzle was that I didn't understand that we were going to be able to get a Baba over here. That one's actually pretty straightforward. You know, okay. I've been trying a lot. This is going to sound a little self-helpy, but just... I've been trying a lot to notice my, what they call negative self-talk. I do a lot of, like, SB, you big dummy. And it's not affecting my self-esteem. It doesn't bother me when I do it. I'm not, like, really stomping on myself. But I did realize the other day while thinking about it, while listening to someone talk about negative self-talk, that I do that thing a lot, but I don't do the opposite. So I'm going to take a moment here and go, wait a second, SB, you're real deep into this game. Probably a lot of people had trouble getting here, and probably there are a lot of people who actually would have had trouble with collaborative effort there. You did a good job. Hey, SB, great job. You not that dummy. Okay, just trying to practice a little bit of balance. All right, let's go to the Living Lands, where I assume the point is to make level is grass. Level is you. Oh. That's gonna be weird. So when I... Yeah, okay. Right. Oh, wow. The level border is... I don't think I realized that the pillar boxing and the level border were not the same thing. Okay, so every object on the everything on the level moves when I move, but also me is you. So me is getting the command a second time. So let's win and get our dandelion seed, which is a very easy thing to do here. May as well just get it out of the way. You know, we gotta count them up. I don't know exactly how many of those there are to earn. I think 133 is more than I would have guessed. Okay. And now we gotta turn the level into something. Worth noting, we cannot make the level grass. We can make the... Can we make the level anything? Yeah, okay, so we can make wall is something, and then we can access the phrase. So yeah, let me just... This is going to be a little annoying because we're going to end up off screen a bunch. And I apologize to the people who have trouble following what I'm doing here. Let's shove the level way over here. Okay. Then we're going to press down a bunch. So we do this. Here we go. Oh no, sorry, I don't want to do that. I want to press this until the word wall is no longer... There we go. Okay. Now wall isn't stop anymore. We do whatever the hell we want. Hedge is still stopped, but that's fine. So yeah, now we have access to level as you. I mean, we can make level as wall, we can make level as flag, we can make level as me. Which of those things helps? I mean, if we make level as flag, it becomes pretty easy to win, right? So I guess let's do that, and then we can worry about all the other stuff that's going on later. Just shove the thing up a little bit. Actually, sorry, I shouldn't have done that. We're going to need this to be much, much lower. Just shove that over here. Bring this way down there. Okay. So let's do level as flag. Oh, actually, you know what? Level as flag is not trivial. I was just like looking at the nouns we had access to. But with the hedges still being stop, we actually can't level as flag, can we? So we can only level as me or level as huh. Yeah, because there's no way to push the word flag up. There's no way to get... If we were to push is here, but like push flag down, there's no way to get the is down. Is there a way to... I suppose we could also have solved the level by doing this thing and then making level is win. So yeah, it does look like wall and me are the only things that the level can be here. Well, it feels like wall is pretty bad. Okay, if level is me, then me is not push. So that means that the skull can just walk down here and retrieve the word grass. And then on this screen, we could do... On this screen, we could do what? How does that help anybody? Okay, well, we know level is wall isn't going to be helpful, so I guess let's make level as me and see if we can... Basically what it does is it makes the level into a thing that doesn't have collision. And I think that's the only value, but that might be enough value. Let's try to keep what I'm doing visible here. We'll see. I don't exactly see what I would do with the word grass on, or with the word grass once I'm able to retrieve it, but we'll find out. Push, 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 push. That's not what I meant to do. I miscounted somewhere. Hold on. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Then press down a couple of times, then hold right until the... Oh, right, I was trying to use the wall as a break. That's not how that works. Well, whatever. Actually, this makes life a lot easier. No, wait, that's the opposite of what I was... What am I... I just saw an opportunity to make the suffering end, and I took it. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to start by pushing me as you over into the corner here. Okay. This will make things a little bit easier on me. So now we're going to press down a couple of times, move the level back into the visible dimension. Okay. Now we're trying to make level is me, which turns out not to be all that easy to do, actually. I don't know, it's fine. I just need to move the word level. Actually, everything about it is perfectly fine. I'm just like... I had a weird little brain fart there. Okay, level is me. Cool. So now we can walk the skull through here, we get the word grass back. Or we get the word grass for the first time. And then... Level is grass. Doesn't really do anything. I mean, it makes it really easy to get out here. What are we supposed to do here? So we can make the Baba level, but doing so... Well, I guess there's no reason not to just make level is grass. It gives us the ability to move around the puzzle a lot more freely, which is definitely an advantage. Just in terms of organization. So let's do this thing. Oh, right, I forgot we were in a map already. So if we do a reassignment like that... That's very complicated. That's a very complicated idea. There we go. Stupid rules. Okay, so we can't do level is grass to remove the collision from the levels. Why do we need the word grass? What is this doing for us? Fascinating, man. Okay, you know what I didn't do? I didn't look at the levels that the Babas become to see if they might have tools in them. Let's try that. This game is remarkable. Oops, hold on. Uh-oh, I've created a situation. The place I used to put my skull to let me get back on. Okay, here. We have to be careful not to overpress on this screen. Yeah, let's look at these screens and see if we can turn the levels into something that isn't a Baba. This one in particular, it would be really cool if we could turn this into something else. The word level does not occur here. Alright. We'll do it. We'll come back. We'll do the puzzle as a puzzle. It'll happen. But I'm really very focused on trying to beat this map. I don't know what's going to happen when we do. And that's driving me crazy. I need to know. I have to know. So we're going to do this and push you over here. If this one doesn't have a way to redefine it as a fun tool, then... This is a similar level. It's not the same level, but it's definitely a similar level. And it doesn't have the word level on it. So shit, what are we supposed to do here? How do we... Man. What is the purpose of this is? Like, obviously it's preventing us from getting out of this area into the outside part of the puzzle, but they could do that by just having a wall. This construction is here so that we can do thing is thing. And I guess, in a very real sense, that doesn't matter right now, because in order to do that, we would have to be able to get out to where the flag is anyway. But it's definitely weird, right? How do we... It's possible I jumped out of those Baba levels too quickly. And we looked inside the rock already. We looked at the level inside the rock, I believe. We can't change the key. Or the door. What is the word grass even for? The word grass is so you can make Baba is grass, you big dummy. Yep, that's it. That's it. You were a dummy for not seeing it, and now you're a smarty for seeing it. There we go. Positive self-talk. The negative self-talk's never going to stop, but we're going to do positive self-talk as well, and just sort of negate it. That's my plan. Baba is grass, and then SB is touch flag. And I have no idea what's going to happen here. Is this going to roll credits? Okay, it gave us something. Orb. Maybe this is the part where we're real happy that we have that orb. Orb is bonus. This... What is the... Okay, but what is for orb? What does orb do? What is happening in this game? Okay, well that's... Now what? Hold on, I think we've done all of the things that seemed like they were go forward? Is that right? How do... Flag is level. The flag is level is what we need to do now. So we have to make... Level is push for a moment. Yeah, there's a level that we didn't have access to that might have some damn answers. Alright, level is push. You get on. We have to push you to here. We have to go grab the word level and install it. Ooh, bad. Don't do that. Don't lose your selector. Okay. Now we do Baba is grass. To get out there, to get the word flag. And then we take the flag over here and make it a level, and if the level inside of the flag doesn't have some kind of instructions on how to finish this game, then I don't know what we're doing. I'm in a real existential panic here about how you finish Baba Is You. What is this level? The Endless Corridor. Great. No, that's exactly where I deserve to be. Okay. Skull is Paul. Rock is you. Ah. Yes, I see how this could be an issue. Oh no! Okay, so how do we... I need to use the Kiki to cheat my position. Kiki, my dude, you are facing the wrong direction. How do I... Because we want it to be the case that... if the Kiki were facing left, then we could like, run Baba in a circle over the Kiki again and again, and the rock would perceive the movement to the right and get back over here, but that would not perceive the movement to the left, so we'd be able to get Kiki ahead of the rock. How exactly do we do that, though? How do we make the Kiki be facing left while pressing Baba into the position of is you? By doing, like, this? I know this isn't going to actually work. Oh, right. That only works if Baba is shift. But we can make Baba shift. Okay. So now... Oh, the text is float. Baba can't shift the text. Okay. So then instead, what we have to do is... it's more like... Baba is shift. I was trying to use Baba to shift the phrase... This has to be... Sorry. This has to be in a place where the Baba... This has to be in a place where I can do this thing. Nope, the shift does force you downward. Or the shift does change your facing. Shoot, my plan was to somehow, like, have Baba is shift above Kiki is you, and then have these two in the row above that, and just step the Kiki onto the Baba, pushing the Kiki downward while still facing left, and pushing Baba into this space. But if that's not going to work, then how the hell do I do this? Because the one direction we can't move the Kiki to make Baba is you is left. It works in any other direction. Well, no, I guess it doesn't work in right either. It's really easy to be facing up or down. This is actually an interesting puzzle. My guess is that this is not going to do anything for us in terms of moving the game forward, though. Because it's just another extra puzzle, right? We're going to complete this, and we're going to get another little dandelion puff, and then we're going to be right back in the oh no, what do I do place. I have some larger directional concerns. Also, we have a second orb now. I don't know what to do with that noise. Alright, one thing at a time. Let's just solve the puzzle. Let's just not worry about the bigger problem for the moment. Small steps forward are still steps forward. So how do we use... It's exactly the number of left pushes. Is that right? Yes. And every time we make a left push, the rock moves left and cannot be moved back right. So that's a real issue. This puzzle is deviously simple in appearance. So the shift... Is it the case, then, that the shift shenanigans are necessarily only useful in the vertical dimension? Actually, it doesn't even help us to be shifted one space down. Because if Baba was, one space lower, we still would destroy the flag. Or we still would destroy flag as win before getting to the flag. So we have to somehow get shifted down 2 spaces. Vertical motion is reversible for the rock, but only within very narrow bounds. So how do we turn that into a useful thing? We can make... We can make a Kiki into a Baba. We could end up with 2 bodies. And then have both of those bodies be U and shift. And if they were on top of each other, that would mean that we double move for each move? Or maybe more than that, actually. I don't know how that would work. Let's try it. Alright, so we're definitely going to break the thing here. Kiki is Baba. And then... Baba is shift, and then we'll use the walls to get them on top of each other, and we'll see what this actually does for us. It does in fact make each move a double move, which would, if we were to do it here... Oops, this is going to be a little bit hard to show you. There we go. Okay. So if we were to do it here, it allows us to do this thing. It gets Baba from this spot to this spot while keeping the rock from destroying the word flag. So, we just have to do that without accidentally letting the rock get over here enough to break everything. Stupid Kiki. Okay, so try not to press left too many times. We can press all of the other directions that we want, we just have to be real careful about left. We're real close to this working. But as it is right now, I would have to press left too many times. Right, because we can't just press down. Well... Yeah, shit, it's close. It's close. It's not gonna work, though. Right, because in order for this to work, I have to get this Baba to, yeah. And we just barely break the thing. Shit, man. Close. Really close. Yeah. This is one of those ones where, like, we figured out the idea now, and it's just a matter of careful block-pushing execution, which is maybe not, in my opinion, the most interesting thing to figure out on camera. So how would we... Okay, hold on. Is this necessarily where we need to be when we make Kiki as Baba? Pretty much, right? There's no way to have Kiki, the two Kikis, or the two Babas rather, have a different orientation relative to each other. I could do this, which is going to contain a ton of extra left presses, and is probably quite bad. Yeah, this is pretty bad, because it's like very difficult for us to push the word shift down into a useful spot here. And we're going to have to go down like 4 times. Yeah, this has a lot of down pushes in it. So it's just do the solution as you see it, but while pressing left no more than X times and down no more than X times. Or down no more than Y times, which is, in my opinion, the least interesting restriction to put on a puzzle game level. It's extremely common, right? Like, finish the level to get completion, and then finish the level in fewer than X moves to get a star or whatever. But it's almost always pretty boring. All right, I'll figure this one out. This is extremely figurable, but not the part that's left is probably not particularly interesting. I will figure this out off camera. And when you come back next time, tomorrow, I will have the solution to this puzzle, I have no doubt of that. And then we'll flail around desperately trying to figure out how to get the game to give me the positive feeling that I'm supposed to get some validation here with some credits or something. The game's supposed to tell me I did a good job and it's not doing it, and I'm very upset about it. Come back next time for we're gonna find our damn validation. And we'll see you then.